90% of your brain, the 10% is like the tip of an iceberg, the 90% is like the other part of the iceberg, 10% it's like the tip of an iceberg. Now, that 90% contains your full potential as a human being. It contains facts, explanations, philosophical problems solved, the universe explained, courage, daring do, skill, words to songs long forgotten. It's all in there, in your 90%. And how do you unlock your full potential? Well, fortunately, I have the encrypted password with me this evening. And it is, of course, this stuff, ladies and gentlemen. Get some of this in you and you will unlock your full potential. I see this every night in my pub. My regular drinkers, Steve, Alan and Steve, they come in from work. They come in from work. Well, Steve doesn't work. He's got a bad back, so he drives a forklift for cash. Broken Britain. They come in from work, they've got nothing to say to one another. They get one of these in them, and the 90% activates, and the answers come forward. After one pint, every man in this room knows exactly how to coach England to World Cup glory. It's a fact. After 2 pints, every man in this room knows exactly what order to do girls allowed in. That's right. You do the ginger one in the middle, obviously. You can't leave it till last, you'd give up. You wouldn't get the book stamped and you wouldn't get your badge. And you can't start with her either because you won't get the engine running. Let's be honest now. There's not a man in this room who disagrees with me. Well, apart from you, obviously, Kerry. Now, the point is, after 3 pints, we can all outdrive Jensen Button. That's a fact. After 4 pints, what happens is you're doing so much thinking, there's so many answers springing forward from the 90% part of your brain, you begin to slur your words because there's too many ideas tumbling out all at once. You've hardly finished one thing and another one. Oh, yeah, and that as well. Oh, blimey, did you see that? By 5 pints, what happens is your brain's doing so much thinking, you actually start to forget how to make your body work. Ladder control goes at 6th pint, because you're thinking about the universe. By the 10th pint, you know what to do about Girls Aloud and the Spice Girls in a fabulous 10-woman erotic relay. So by the 12th pint, what's happened? What's happened is the 90% is so powerful, it's generating so many facts and explanations, it overpowers the 10% part of your brain. And the 10% part shuts itself down in self-defence. To 10% of itself, which is, of course, 1%, 10% to 10%. And that 1% of your brain left, after an evening on the full potential juice, what's left? Well, I'll tell you. It's the part of our brain that we as human beings share with pigeons. Because it contains the essential knowledge of how to get home. That's right. You can't argue with the logic, can you?